With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
First carry for Leonard Fournette. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Ball carrier.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead.
Bengals.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's good.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Well, getting this into the hands of Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line. 10 yards there at a Bengal first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. Past the 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Randy Bullock lining up for.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
4th down.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken right around the 44. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn.
And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. 17-0 our score after one.
The score, Buccaneers 17, Bengals nothing.
Fournette, a first down carry. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
This is Fournette. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Lining up for the point after.
Keyshawn Vaughn. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Buccaneers 24.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any point. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Randy Bullock.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 39. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Pick up on the play. First down, Buccaneers.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Randy Bullock.
O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Bengals nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What we got? What we got?
49, check 49.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On 2nd down, here's Burrow. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Voids the target, and he has it over the middle. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
A 41-yard attempt.
And Zerline's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and minicamps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one.
He's got it at the 15. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a round. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for the Bengals. 74 yards. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Let's go. Switch.
Now it's Burrow, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And it's for pride now, but the Bengals get a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, you see the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On play action, they'll throw. Open man is Howard, the tight end. Room here to run. And all the way down to the 26.
Complete to O.J.
It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Score, Buccaneers 59, Bengals 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From midfield now, Burrow. Open man is Ross, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Bucs 41-yard line.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Burrow going to throw again. This pass complete to Higgins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
To the air again, Burrow. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
a good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Come on out here, come get some.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on.
The kick is good.
And his kick is right through.
Buccaneers 66, Bengals 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now Joe Mixon. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back now in Cincinnati. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At the 34-yard line.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On the stop.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
Ready up. Here we go. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Fournette running out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Field goal.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. On the run, it's Fournette, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Logan Wilson. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line. today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and